Good Friday morning, wealth creation investors and traders. Matthew Buckley, the chief investment strategist here at WCI. And what an absolutely horrible, just abysmal jobs report this morning. Essentially half of what economists were looking for. 198 was the number they were looking for. 88,000 jobs. And, you ready for this? The unemployment rate went down from 7.7 to 7.6. Yay! Folks, when you dig into these numbers, it's an not only are we going downhill, we're in the clouds, we just caught on fire, and we're flying into mountainous terrain. Horrible numbers, folks. Retail jobs lost 24,000 last month. And this 7.6% is just, it's horrible, folks. This is the lowest workforce participation rate since 1979. People are giving up. They're throwing up their hands in the air and saying, I can't get a job. I saw an article the other day that said a McDonald's chain up in, I think it was Massachusetts, requires a bachelor's degree for a cashier position. Absolutely unbelievable. Also in this report, earnings were flat. Earnings were flat and hours worked went up. Not a good recipe for success. Unbelievable, folks. So this payroll tax cut, nice job, Mr. President. A lot of great stuff you're doing up there as you're shooting 2 for 22 bricks and going on vacations, and your wife doing the job of a single mom, like she said the other day. And then we get this, the budget that you're going to propose, all sorts of tax increases, not touching really Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, any entitlement programs. This guy, I love his campaign slogan, forward. We are going forward off of the cliff. With the anemic 0.4% GDP growth that we saw last week, we'll be lucky to make it out of this year with a 2, with anything with a 2 in front of it as far as GDP. Horrible, folks. It's absolutely horrible. I just can't. And U6. It actually fell, but it fell again for really bad reasons and part-time people essentially bailing out. Folks, I'm stunned. This is an absolute stunning jobs number. I kind of knew it was coming, and so did my Top Gun options traders, my wealth creation with options traders. We saw it coming. We had a lot of canaries in the coal mine that we've been briefing. So this isn't news to us, and I'll tell you it's not news to us because you can see a couple of the weekly trades I put on the GLD. Gold imploded this week. And right around here, ADP came out with their jobs numbers, and horrible jobs numbers out of ADP, which was a harbinger of things to come. Right around here, Thursday, I put in a bull put spread on the GLD, the 150-148. I knew, and if you're trade with me at TGO or Wealth Creation with Options, you get this form of intelligence gathering that 150 was going to be the beachhead. Institutional buyers were stepping in at the 150 print to buy, and they did. And then look at what's going on pre-market. I mean, the GLD closed yesterday at 150.29. Pre-market, it's up to 151. Now there's a 151.84 print. GLD is going to gap up today based on these horrible jobs numbers. I put on 2 repair trades earlier in the week because as the GLD imploded, I got nailed with an iron condor position I had on. I had to eject out of a bull put spread like I talked about yesterday over at Top Gun Options on a sit rep. But what I did was immediately put on 2 repair trades. I put on a bull put spread like I just talked about, the 148-150, and a bear call spread, the 152-154. If everything goes right today, if everything looks right today and goes the way it should, as of the closing bell yesterday, the weekly options model portfolio is down about $500. If everything goes the way it should today, we're going to close the week out with a $1,500 profit. That's $500 above my mission objective of wanting to gain at least $1,000 a week in the model portfolio. So we're looking at a $1,500 gain in the weekly options model portfolio. Wednesday, folks, we were looking at a $5,000 loss. That's discipline. That's risk management. That's superior execution. So right around here, again, had to punch out of a iron condor that wasn't going our way. Immediately put on 2 repair trades, and this is some good work, folks. I got to be honest with you. Don't like to trumpet my horn, but this is what you get when you trade with me and you trade at Weekly Options. You get inside intelligence gathering, and you really get to see how I maneuver and fight the jet, because I don't like to lose. Period. So it turned a potential $5,000 losing week into a $1,500 gain week. But as I tell folks, weekly options are not for everyone. If you can't handle these type of, I call them lucky strike moments, where you got to break open a pack of those filterless lucky strikes, take a drag right about here and go, okay, here we go. Then weekly options are not for you. You can take a look at a lot of our more conservative or moderate options trading services that are also doing quite well. But weekly options, folks, are not for everyone, and they're certainly not for the faint of heart. But within a very short amount of time, they can be either extremely profitable or they can either kick you in the gut. But even if they kick you in the gut, if you shuck, you jive, you maneuver, you can potentially turn them around and make them winners. So if you're interested to see what we do and how we do that stuff at Weekly Options, you can go to topgunoptions.com/weekly-options, and you can sign up for your own 2-week test flight of our weekly option service and see how I do it. And, paper trade, take a look at it, see how I shuck and jive, see how I fight the airplane in this volatile environment, because we're getting ready to enter earnings seasons, folks. And if North Korea, if Comedy Central again the other day blamed North Korea for the market going down, not really. If Cyprus and North Korea can't make this market implode, what will? Well, first of all, we're fighting against Atlas. We're fighting against Fed Chairman Bernanke, who's holding this market up with his printer and his fake money. So what will bring this market down are poor earnings. And based on that unemployment report and based on a lot of the other brown shoots, so to speak, that I've been seeing throughout this market, I think jobs are going to be abysmal. Earnings are going to be abysmal. And I think that our 5, 8, max 10% correction is a coming. I'm ready for it. Are you? My model portfolios are absolutely ready for it. I wonder if yours are. The futures are obviously going to look horrible today. But here's let me leave you with this thought. There you go. There's our the futures this morning. Let me leave you with this thought. This puts the Fed into a huge quandary. Why? The unemployment rate went down, right? The Bernanke has said if the unemployment rate gets down to around 6.5%, we're going to stop our quantitative easing and our asset purchases. Well, and here's what we've talked about. Since the day Bernanke said that, I've been telling my WCI and TGO traders this. I'm like, so if the unemployment rate goes down for crappy reasons, now what are you going to do, Mr. Fed Chairman? So putting in that 6.5% target, now he's come out and made it a little more nuanced and said, oh, well, if it's bad, it goes down to 6.5 because nobody is working anymore. We'll continue doing our asset purchases. Well, it's not working, sir, with all due respect. The only thing your $85 billion a month of printing out of your town car are doing are making the 1% richer. And making guys like me be able to trade this market, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. You're hurting everybody else, Mr. President and Mr. Fed Chairman. Wake up. Wake up and knock it off. Or we already are Cyprus. We haven't admitted it yet. We got our own Cyprus and Greece in the form of Illinois and California, and it's a coming, guys. It is a coming. I'm not the crazy guy on the off ramp of I-95 with my tinfoil hat and my sign most of the time, but this is going to end horribly. It's going to make our implosion of 2008 look peaceful. So get ready. And if you're trading solo in this market, I pray and wish you well, because you're going to get wiped out. Join up with some professional traders. Get the inside intelligence as to what's going on within corporations, within institutional buyers, within hedge funds, and that's what you get when you trade with me. Otherwise, good luck to you. Okay? Well, happy hunting, and make sure you hedge. I know I'm going to have a good day today in our model portfolios, and I wonder if you're going to have the same. I'll be back Monday with our Monday market outlook and also our weekly options live trading session Monday morning over at Top Gun Options. And if you join right now, now, folks. I'm going to actually get out a weekly trade today on either the SPX or the GLD based on the market movement today and what I see based on this jobs report. Okay, so I strongly recommend you sign up right now to a 2-week test flight, and you can see what trades are going to come out today and see how we're doing over at TGO. All right, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you Monday.